Hi there. My name is Megan Fielder, and I am the author and creator behind Algebra Elevated. I have a Teachers Pay Teachers store, and I'm getting started on this YouTube channel, and I'm so glad you're here. What I want to talk about today is one of my favorite resources that I use with my students almost every unit, and that is my digital escape rooms. So these digital escape rooms are created in Google Forms, and there is a way to give a validation set up behind the scenes so that each student can't move on to the next section of the form but until they get that validation answer correct. Now, in the escape room sense, what that means is that each section of the escape room is a room, and then as they work through the rooms, they move on to the next section and the next section, and eventually they escape by finishing all the rooms. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you on both the student side and the teacher side what that escape room looks like. If you are interested in this escape room, this exact escape room is available for free. There's a link down below in the description where you can sign up and get that emailed to you as soon as right now. So let's take a look. So when a student opens their digital escape room, or when you send it to your student, this is what it's going to look like. So they need to give their first and last name, and you can change those directions later on. So I'm just going to do the letter M. And then there's this picture here, this image. And so it says, goal, you're going to try to correctly solve through 3 rooms. You have to get the correct answer to exit each room. When you enter your answers, you don't need to include any units or variables, no spaces, and any words that are entered must be entered in all caps. If you understand these directions, enter yes below and hit next to begin trying to escape. Good luck. So then if I try to type yes, and you'll notice it was not in all caps, and there's a little clue there. Did you try to use all caps? They need to try that and then hit next. Now you're in the first room of your escape room. So it says to evaluate each function. I'd find the valuation of f of 5, and then I would plug that into the second one, and I would get negative x, so negative 5. That would go down here. To exit my room, this room in particular, it says add all the values you found. What is the sum? If I did this all correctly, I would get a sum of 9, because there's some positive and some negative numbers there. And then I hit next. This one is pretty long. And so for this one, they had to match each equation on the left to the correct portion of the graph on the screen. So this graph right here is going to be this equation here. So 2x minus 2, because that's that piece of that graph. Now to exit this room, it says order the letters of the matched equation and enter them as one big word. So if you submit this word, then number 1 matched with equation D, and so on. This one is very long, but if they do it all correctly, they will escape. Now let's say they get one wrong. It just says that's not correct, try again. So I flip those around and I can move on. Now this is the final room for this escape room, but I need to evaluate now given a graph. And so when I graph, my exit clue is what is the product. Now I need to multiply all my answers, and they should get 480. I hit next, and it says, congratulations, you've escaped. So that is what it looks like for the student. Now when you download the free version of the screen, or of this activity, you need to send it to your students because it's a Google form. So this is what your side will look like. You can come up here and hit send, and you can do what you need to do there for your students, and their responses will show up here. What you don't want to do is alter these sections. So here's the title. This is that first question. You can change those requirements here if you'd like, but then here's the image for that first question. And then it's set up down here so that it will be programmed so that when they hit enter yes, then it will move them on to the next section like it says right there. The next question is going to be the next room. Again, it's an image, and then it's reading these answers and then determining if they're correct and moving them on, and so forth. So if they get all the way to the end, then they are all done. Now that you've taken a little look at my one example of my digital escape room, you might be interested in what other escape rooms I have available. My best seller is my Slope Digital Escape Room. That one is longer. This is more of a mini escape room, but that one is definitely a longer assignment. I believe it has 5 or 6 rooms. I'll link that down below as well. I have a systems of equations one, I have a quadratic functions one, and some more. So if any of that sounds interesting, or if you're looking to make one of your own, stay tuned. There should be some information on that coming soon. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see. If you need any help with a digital escape room or help with this free piecewise one, definitely reach out to me. I'm also on Instagram at Algebra Elevated. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that I can keep sharing some of this information with you. And I can't wait to talk to you soon.